This is the Tankless Water Heater. Gas. I do not have a care and use manual. I do not have instructions for the water heater made available to me. Okay, but it looks pretty nice. We've got a dishwasher hose. I don't know what that's about, but this is for our condensate drain piping, which is great. And it goes to the exterior, and it's got an air gap, and it's got a loop. I mean, that's beautiful. And this might not be in the manual that we do not have. It might not be there. But the general consensus is that, well, maybe I shouldn't say that, okay? But I have documentation that is a very valid argument that a neutralizing filter should be installed on this. And I did not mention that in a previous video for the furnace, the interior furnace. And it's the same thing. It's a high efficiency furnace, and it should also have a neutralizing filter on it. And again, I won't find that in the manuals. The builder is probably not going to offer that up, okay? It wasn't in the instruction manuals. It's not in the code book. The code inspector didn't ask for it. So there's that, okay? So coming along here, there's our electric bonding is on, and then this is our pressure relief valve. Let's see if it blew up. And then we come over here, and when I see this gas on here, this ribbon, I know that it hasn't been dialed in. Now these water heaters come, if you got the care and use manual, they'll tell you, most of them will, I'm pretty sure Ream will, they'll tell you that when you install this, you're supposed to dial the gas in. Now the gas coming into here is low pressure. Now if you've got CSST plumbing, they'll tell you it's high pressure, but it's low pressure gas coming in. And the manufacturer pretty much knows what residential gas pressure looks like, and so they pretty much have these things preset in the factory, but they still want it dialed in. It's like your grandfather was changing spark plugs on the lawnmower out in the house. You remember people used to mow their own lawns and they took care of their lawnmowers and changed their own oil in their cars? You remember all that stuff? Well, if your daddy or your granddaddy, I'm telling you that you're supposed to, your spark plugs might come pre-gapped, but you're supposed to check them anyway with a feeler gauge is what they call that. But on this one, we want a manometer. And the manometer should have dialed that in. Now you're probably not going to find a plumber that has a manometer, and if you do, it's underneath the seat of his truck and it's got about an inch of dust on it. They just bolted it up and went. But I thought I'd bring the conversation in. Okay. This valve right here, okay, that's a screen. It gets cleaned once a year. These kind of go together as an argument. They don't work together, but this gets cleaned once a year. Now, this is a Lamborghini. We paid extra for this. It won't go your 30 years, whatever the loan is for, but they go for about 15, and you paid extra money for it and financed it for 30. You want it to last as long as it's going to go, man. You know, there's no telling how much you're going to end up paying for this water heater if you section it out like that. If you parcel out your loan on what you're paying on different things and what they actually cost going in and what you, anyway. So you got an investment here is what I'm talking about. An investment in a Lamborghini. It's not a Ford Fiero. You want it to last as long as you can. You want any car to last as long as you can. You don't want to be wasteful, but you want this to last as long as you can. And cleaning this once a year is the difference between this water heater lasting 5 years or 7 years or 15 years. Now, I can't give you an expiration date. I can't tell you when it's going to fail. You could clean this thing out every year and it might last 7 years anyway. I don't know. But to make it run as efficiently as it could, you want to dial in the gas, and to make it last as long as you can, you want to clean the filter. Now, I'm almost through. Patience. Rolling around. I just did the pressure relief valve, and the water came out here, and this is the pressure relief valve. Now, this valve right here, this pipe right here, I don't think there is a minimum or maximum distance to the ground. But this pipe over here to the pressure relief valve, It's supposed to be between 3 inches and 6 inches from the ground.